claimed that the death penalty gives closures to victims' families, but the death penalty could actually do quite the opposite. It could traumatize families. The death penalty process is a traumatizing experience for families and can often require them to relive the pain and suffering of death of their loved one for many years. A lot of attention is paid to it, a lot of publicity that is often unwanted, and it could be traumatizing. There was one woman whose son had killed an elderly couple after escaping from jail, and where he was serving a sentence for credit card fraud, and John was convicted and sentenced to death. Kathy, John's mother, described the experience of having a loved one on death row as a form of chronic grief, and the fact that her government was preparing to kill her child constantly weighed on her mind. In grocery stores, at church, or community meetings, Kathy wondered if the people she was interacting with actually supported her child's execution. The opponent claimed that California had a decrease in murder. I don't exactly see the connection between this decrease over the past decade or so with the practice of capital punishment. The opponent also claimed that our numbers regarding the cost of the death penalty were ludicrous, but this is because the cost is going to vary from state to state. It depends on the state that has happened. It depends on the nature of the crime. The opponent also claimed that the absence of death penalty will contribute to overcrowding in prisons, but there is no doubt that the endless appeals and required additional procedures will clog our court system. Some jury members are reluctant to convict if it means putting somebody to death, and it's not unusual for a prisoner to be put on death row for 15 to 20 years. The opponent also claimed that the death penalty fits the crime. Life in prison could actually be viewed as a worse punishment, and again, it completely sends the wrong message. Why would you kill somebody in order to show that killing is wrong? It just doesn't really make any sense. We as a society should be moving away from the eye for an eye belief that many still hold, and this revenge mentality is just it's not healthy for us as a society, and it's something that we should veer away from. The opponent also argued that 0.06, I believe, % of the people on death row were later proven innocent, but this still does not account for the individuals who were innocent despite the court ruling. Another example of somebody who was proven innocent after their execution was Leo Jones, who was executed in Florida in 1998 for murdering a policeman. Jones' lawyers would say that he confessed to the murder after being brutally beaten by cops who forced him to play Russian roulette while being interrogated. Several witnesses said that Jones did not kill the police officer, and that both officers who interrogated Jones were later fired for police brutality.